Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing all star sign readings for February. So we have the amethyst runes because that's the birthstone of February, and the kitty is playing with her toys and her crinkly paper, so you may hear that. But February is based on the name of February comes from Februar, which was a purification ceremony festival that went on during this time in Rome, and so what the heck, let's do the purification thing, and we have unicorns because of that, so that's a bit of a stretch, but that's okay. So we're going to be using the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck, and we're using the Elder Futhark on Amethyst. So check out your sun, moon, rising, planet, North Node signs. I will put all of the timestamps in the description. Let's get to the readings. See you there. Bye. Hello, Taurus. So Taurus, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and we're going to see what's going to set the stage for you in February. Talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. These cards are very straightforward. Sometimes they give like literally practical practical instructions, and this is no exception. This is going to be a month where you're going to be looking at and really sort of focusing on your feelings and perhaps sharing them with somebody that you trust. Just basically, that's sort of going to be the primary focus in February. Valentine's Day is coming up, so maybe that's going to be part of it. If not, it's just basically get things off your chest kind of thing. So let's see what the amethyst runes have to add. Yeah, because things have been pretty chaotic for you, and you got to like let some of the stormness out. So, see, they're just going to be splash readings, but we'll go into it. It's only a month, so. So, February for you, Taurus. We have central issue, which is Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with weather, and it has to do with things that are like weather, so things that are out of your control, chaos, natural forces, natural energies. Things that are sort of feeling just like chaotic around you and feeling like they're out of your control. So leading up to this, you've actually been, I'm going to read this a couple of ways. You've been feeling pretty good. You've been feeling pretty much in your wealth and worth of life kind of thing. You're sort of feeling, you know, your worth. You've been taking care of the wealth that is the Fehu wealth. So the Fehu wealth is basically cattle. It's the wealth that you tend. So whatever is in your life that it makes you feel rich, but you have to take care of it. Like it makes your life feel rich, but you have to take care of it. And it's also basically your sense of worth as well. This is what led up to this moment, but things just feel like out of control for you right now. Things are a bit like there's a storm blowing through kind of thing. So you're a bit concerned. This is probably why you want to do that. What's going to help you is we have Dagaz, which is the rune of the breaking of the day. It's revelation. It's basically illumination. So again, this ties in with this. Let this out, once you are able to clear the clutter of what's sort of blocking you with your feelings being inside, and you need to like get them out, find somebody that you trust to just let them out, express, and then the sun will come in again. So you'll feel like the sunshine coming in again once you've done that, because as long as you're just weathering this alone, it's going to feel like bigger than you, but as soon as you communicate with somebody, it's going to feel a lot better. What isn't going to help is you're just basically very concerned about your journey, your life's journey, your path. We have Raido, which is the rune of riding, and it's sort of, you're sort of concerned, am I on the right track? Am I, is my journey going to be crazy and chaotic all the time? And these are all things that, once again, you can clear if you are speaking with somebody that you trust. And that's going to help you, somebody who will actually listen. And then by the end of the month, you're going to feel very, very supported. We have Algaze, which is the rune of protection and support. It's the elk, otherwise known as the moose. And this is all going to come through, because by the end of the month, you will have come through the storm that you're going through now. And part of that is going to be, either you just bottling it up and worrying about the journey that you're on, or hopefully what you will do as an antidote to that is express it, basically. Find somebody that you trust, talk about what's going on. It's not, they don't have to solve it for you. You just need somebody to listen. And then that's going to help remind you that you feel very, very supported, especially by the end of the month once the storm has passed. And this is soft. And once the storm has passed, you will feel more supported than you felt before, even though you were that supported before. And that's sort of how you're going to round out the month. So that is your reading, Taurus, for February 2023. I wish you a lovely month, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. There's a snake in the way. I'm going to be on last. I'm going to hang the snake on the tripod. I won't forget the snake. Hello, Virgo. So, Virgo, let's start your reading for February 2023 with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle card. True. Yes. What you're asking about is the truth. So, that's interesting. And it's not a unicorn either. It's a Pegasus descendant. So, but anyway, I guess they lumped them together with this Oracle card deck. So, you know what? You're going to get to hear the story about this Oracle card deck. I did like a funny little online, click thing. And the online thing was, what is your unicorn name? And my unicorn name was Happy Sunshine Cookie. So anyway, I was in a store and they had all these cards, and then they had the Magical Unicorn cards, and I had to get them because of that. So that's why I have the Magical Unicorn cards. I do love unicorns, but Happy Sunshine Cookie is why this happened. Anyway, let's get back to your reading, which is the reason you're here. February 2023, true, what you are asking about is the truth. So that's an exciting affirmation right away. It's not that these aren't good cards. They are very good cards, but the reason I bought them was silly. I was feeling silly because of Happy Sunshine Cookie. So I'm going to lay down the runes in the splash reading formation to start with. Ooh, there we go. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So your central issue this month, Virgo, is represented by a vase reverse. So a vase is the rune of the horse, and it has to do with movement and also spirit. So I'm going to read this a couple ways. Your focus in February is going to be that you don't feel like you're moving forward as much as you would like to. You feel like you maybe are a bit mired, but at the same time, you are moving forward in spirit. Inwardly, you've been basically galloping, which is really cool, but you are a bit concerned about not moving forward. Sort of what you've been waiting for, and you haven't been able to move forward because you've been waiting, it looks like. I say that because we have Ivaz, which leads up to this. Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, step-by-step growth, step-by-step development of things. It's just that you think something's felt like it's just been taking so long. You're getting a bit impatient with this, and it's just like, yes, it's been going on and I've been patient, but how long do I have to be patient? I feel like my horse is upside down. So that's where you're at right now. And in February, you're just basically concerned about that. What you're asking about is the truth. So that's established right away. What is going to help you is you know that you can rely on yourself. Maybe it's time to take matters into your own hands. You can stand up for yourself. You can take care of what you need to take care of. This is Algies. It's the rune of the elk. It's protection and support. I'll move this over. It got a little bit skewed. Protection and support. And it's reversed. So that has to do with inner. You are able to support yourself. You're able to protect yourself and take care of yourself in these things. So if things aren't moving forward, maybe it's time to roll up your sleeves. What isn't going to help is you have lost a bit of faith in humanity. We have Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity and your part in it. It is reversed and it's on the lower line. So there is a concern where you're just a little bit bitter about, the other people, the other humans, and you're sort of worried about that and if you can ever trust people again, blah, 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 blah. If that starts to be the case, just remind yourself that, yes, of course there are people, but right now you need to be trusting yourself and you need to be taking care of things for yourself. So, you're Virgo, so you're strong with that anyway. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is your journey will be well underway. We have Raido, which is the riding rune. The riding is a horse ride. So the horse has definitely been brought back upright and you will ride this horse out of the month. So that's good news, and it's thanks to you, so pat on the back. And again, you know, if you had a question going into this, the oracle card does definitely say what you're asking about is the truth, so that's cool too. So that, Virgo, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely month, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello Capricorn. So Capricorn, let's start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle, and we have exercise. Run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. This deck, I'm telling you, this deck will pop out some of the like most practical, like literal practical advice of any oracle deck. It just straight out tells you. Like there's one in there is like eat vegetables, and there's another one in there is like drink water. It's like, okay. Clearly, whether or not this is applying to physical exercise that can always help anyway, or whether this also applies to just move, like be moving forward, like the things that you need to do that you know keep you healthy, whether that's physical movement or if it's like art or, you know, whatever you do, this is not a month to be stagnant. So we want to basically be moving forward. This is definitely a good message for this month. So let's see what the amethyst runes have to add to this message. Yes, yes. Okay, very good, very good. So Capricorn, your central issue this month is Pertho. Pertho is the rune of surprises and fate. It's the lot box, so you know you cast lots to see if you were lucky today. Basically this month you're sort of like, how can I put this? Well, let's lead up to it first. Leading up to this, you've been expressing, you've been communicating, you've been manifesting. We have Ansuz, which is the rune of communication and manifestation. You've been doing that. Something has come to light. Something has been revealed that was always there, but you didn't know about it, so it's a surprise. So right now you're dealing with that surprise. Something has been revealed. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not reversed. It's upright. It's just part of your fate or your path or however you want to think of it. But it's something that is there. It's yours, and it's been revealed to you. So definitely you want to keep moving forward. Integrating and so forth. What's going to help you is we have Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest and also time. So two things. One, you're going to be very aware of time. Use your time wisely. Use the time you have this month. That's going to help you. Just sort of, I'm not going to say budget your time, but like you have time, and like you're going to feel more than ever this month that it's a really good idea to use the time you have, and that's really going to help you. Another thing is that you're going to start to see the fruits of your labors coming through, and that's going to help you as well. Like the more you use your time, you're going to see results, and you're going to be like, okay, awesome, we're moving forward. What isn't going to help you is we have Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's in the lower line, and it is upright. So I'm reading this more as a fear or a worry about that. There is some concern. I'm going to say, first of all, practically, there is going to be a concern about money. Just perhaps a concern about money, but also a concern about, you know, what makes your life rich and your also your worth. If that starts to be the case, once again, bring yourself back up to, he's like, it's in my hands. I'm going to use the time that I have, and bring things through, and you will be bringing things through. You will see things coming through, and that will help you keep moving forward. And by the end of the month, you're going to have spear in hand. You're going to be riding forward. We have T-Vaz, which is Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. He has to do riding forward on your quest, but also tending duties and responsibilities, taking care of what needs to be done. And that's going to be you by the end of the month. You're going to be like on top of all of that. You're going to be like, I am so good at using the time I have now that I'm just going to continue and ride off out of the month with that same forward momentum. So that's really exciting. And that is your reading, Capricorn, for February 2022. So, sorry, it's February 2023. Oh my gosh. Went it back in time for a second. So I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. So, Aquarius, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck. And we have Family Culture. Learn more about your family's stories and history. So this is going to be a good month for you to do that. Just sort of, look back, connect with ancestors, whether this is like directly calling them if they are still with us on this temporal plane, or just basically spending some time meditating, or even, on something like one of those ancestry type things and research and look it up and talk to family and things like that. So this will be a good time. This is a good month to sort of consider that, says this card. These cards are like really like in your face practical. Like but it's, purification month, so it's be a good month for that kind of thing. So good idea. Good idea for that. So let's see what runes we get for this. The kitty cat is sitting a few feet in front of where I'm filming with her head on her kicker toy as a pillow. She's super cute. Okay, so your central issue this month is we have a blank rune, which is interesting. So you're just really open. You're very open this month to things. You sort of feel like, and maybe it's something, maybe the reason you're going to look into this is that you want to fill these blanks in your world. You want to basically say, I've got a lot of blanks in my world. I want to fill these. What am I filling these with? Like where I come from and things like that. Leading up to this, we have, hey, sweetie. She's scratching her cheek. She's so cute, but she's distracting me, so on we go. Leading up to this, we have Algies. Algies is the rune of the elk. This has to do with protection and support, and you've really come from that. You're coming from a place where you really do feel very supported in the world right now. You feel very protected and very supported, and that's good. And this has actually led you to where you're thinking, I bet there's a lot more of that, and I bet I could find it if I fill in these blanks. So that's exciting, and you're open to that. So what is going to help you is, number one, follow your joy. We have Vunyo, which is the rune of joy and happiness. Really just keep that being your focus. Like just sort of do this with a sense of joy. Do this in a spirit of joy as you look back towards the people who came before. Learn more about your family's stories and history. So that's sort of where this is saying is like that's really what's going to help you move forward through that, is just following your joy through it. And that's always a good plan anyway. What isn't going to help is don't give up before you start. You may look at it all and say, oh my gosh, like where do I even begin? You may sort of arrest that beginning. So we have Railo reversed. Railo is the journey rune. It is reversed on the lower line. So it's saying that just don't give up before you start. Like don't not do this journey. This is something that's going to help you. So if that starts to be the case, if you start to feel a little bit, where do I even start? Start by following your joy. Bring it back up to what's going to help you. So let that lead you. And through that, you will be able to follow and find what you need to find. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is a greater sense of who you personally are without the din of humanity around you. Like you're going to have family, you're going to have like family type support. You're going to be learning about your family's histories and stories. However, you don't have to feel as swayed by what everybody else has, like what everybody else's stories are, because you're going to be feeling a lot more secure and strong in who you are. And that's very exciting. So that, Aquarius, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Gemini. So Gemini, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and we have You'll Know in the Morning. When you wake up, you'll have a better idea of what to do. Relax until then. So it looks like this month you're going to have some puzzles, some things that you're sort of puzzling over, some questions that you have. And what it's saying is just like let it, just incubate it. Relax for now. Let yourself incubate the problems, and then to like the next morning or in mornings to come, you will have a better idea about things. So that's just a lovely message, and we're going to pull some matching amethyst because it's pretty much the same color. We're going to pull some amethyst runes to round this out. So let's see what the runes have to add. Okay, interesting. Yes. Blank. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty then. So, your central issue for this month, Gemini, is going to be Vunyo reversed. So Vunyo is the rune of joy. It is reversed and it's in the central issue. So one, you may not feel as contented right now as you would like to going into the month. At the same time, you are seeking an inner joy. You're seeking your joy within, and that's important. That's what's going to help you a lot. So sort of A, why am I feeling discontented? And B, where is my joy? Well, how can I find it inwardly and how do I bring it through? Leading up to this, you felt very stagnant and very frozen and very stuck. We have Isa, which is the rune of ice. This has to do with standstill, stillness. Sometimes it's the stillness through which clarity comes, but I'm really seeing this more as you're just feeling frustrated with the things not moving. So you're feeling a bit discontented about that. What is going to help you is be open. Just like be open. This is the blank rune. It does sometimes refer to the divine as well, the weird, W-Y-R-D, just how everything is connected and just basically being open to that. And this is basically what it's saying is like right now, relax. You don't have to worry about it. You are incubating the issue. You are incubating the question. And eventually it will be done cooking and you will know. What isn't going to help is driving forward. We have Avaz, which is the rune of the horse. This is movement. Don't wear yourself out running around trying to figure this out. Again, just let it go. Like let it go. Let it be incubating inside of you and be open to what comes in as the answer, and that will make you feel better. And it will, and you'll probably get several of these throughout the month where you're going to wake up and go, okay, you know what, I think I'm a little bit more clear today, and you will move forward that way. I mean, this is purple. Purple has to do with intuition, all that good stuff. And by the end of the month, you're going to feel very much in tune with your inner voice. We have Ansu's reversed. Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation. Reversal generally has to do with inner. So definitely by the end of the month, from doing this, from just trusting that your mind or spirit or soul is incubating on the problem and just relaxing for now, letting that happen, and just trusting that, you know, you're going to be open to the answer when it comes in or the next step in the question when it comes in. And again, by the end of the month, you're going to be very much more in tune with your inner voice and just your inner communication. So that's very exciting, Gemini. So that is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Libra. So Libra, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and we have listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. So Libra, So I'm sorry that you're in that situation, if you're in that situation. And this just, you know, this definitely doesn't even just have to do with physical people. This could be something that you're, you know, seeing online. This could be something you're seeing in the news. Listen to your inner feelings. Trust your heart. Trust your own judgment on things, because even if like everybody seems to be jumping on a particular bandwagon, doesn't mean you have to do that too if it's not true for you. So let's see what the amethyst runes have to say to add to that. These fuzzies. Where are all these fuzzies coming from? And pieces of fur. That's okay. I have a kitty. And many, many plush animals. And me. Because I tend to be fuzzy as well. Okay, so your central issue this month is we have Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the rune of the fire, the torch. This has to do with, usually when it's upright, it has to do with expansion, something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze, just, you know, turning the light on something. But in this case, you feel like your options have been narrowed and your focus has been narrowed. Now, narrowing a focus is important because you need to really, really bring your focus into focus. At the same time, you may feel like you've been driven to this. You've been pretty happy up until this point. Leading up to this, we have Funyo, which is joy. So this is, good coming up to this point. But now you're in a situation where you really have to sort of narrow your eyes and get some really good focus on what's going on so you can listen to your true feelings before you move forward on a thing, because something just doesn't feel right with something in your life that you feel pressured into. And you don't have to do that if it doesn't agree with your truth. So what is going to help you is we have Rai, though. Just remember that this is your journey. This is your journey. Nobody else can choose your journey for you. This is your journey that you are taking through life. So see if what you're being pressured to do will you keep your integrity of your journey if you go ahead with this, or are your true feelings telling you something is wrong and that you probably shouldn't do that? What isn't going to help you is we have Ingvaz. Ingvaz is Ing's rune. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god. It generally has to do with active creation, but I'm seeing this as trying to wrestle yourself into a role that you don't fit in just because other people are sort of saying, oh, pressuring you to do this. You can force yourself to do that and you will be very unhappy. Or you can say, wait a minute, I'm not going to force myself to do something that doesn't agree with my soul. I'm going to bring myself back up to considering my personal journey in life and think, does this fit with this? Is this harmonic to this? Because if it isn't, maybe I'm not going to do that. And by the end of the month, as you move through your strong focus on this and basically scrutinizing this and going, and considering your journey in this and your journey through this, you're going to feel a lot more connected with your inner voice, with your inner communication, and this is excellent. We have Ansu's reversed, which is the rune of communication and manifestation. It is reversed, so that's inner. Inner communication definitely you're going to be more in connection with. You may also feel like you may be turning away from the influence of someone or something that has been communicating with you things that are not true to your soul or spirit. Mostly I'm seeing this as just basically better confidence in your own inner communication. So that is your reading for February, Libra. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aries. So Aries, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and we have pets. You love and understand animals. So, how to put this for people who perhaps are allergic to animals or don't love and understand animals? Very likely you love and understand animals, and that's a good thing. It may not all completely be this. It may be, yes, you love and understand animals, but it may be you love and understand your instinctive side, your basic nature. This may be what you're referring to. So the part of you that is the basic, cuddly critter that you are, such as we all are, have an aspect of. That's something that you're going to be really considering this month. You're going to be wanting to nurture and care for your animal side, your natural side, your instinctive side. You may also be very much focused on taking care of your animals, your pets, your companion animals and birds and things, and that's also important this month. So let's see what the runes have to add. Yes, duties and responsibilities, just like Tyr and Fenrir, and hopefully you won't lose your hand. Because Tyr understood as well. Alrighty, so your central issue this month is Tivaz. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. He also has to do with tending duties and responsibilities, taking care of the things that need to be done. And that's very important because if you have a pet, then you're very responsible for it. And even if you don't have a pet, you are responsible for the natural side of yourself, your animal nature, to make sure that it is comforted and taken care of. So no neglect happening. Leading up to this, we have Ansu's reversed. Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation. Reversed, it has to do with inner, generally, or with a lack of communication. So maybe there's a sense of, if you're dealing with your personal your own inner critter, then you are in communication with it. If you are dealing with an outer critter, then you have more of a deep intuitive communication with it. It's not going to be an out loud communication that you have. And it may be a situation where nobody knows what's wrong with the critter in question, but you do, and it's because of this unspoken intuitive communication that you have. What is going to help you? We have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. Gift has to do with an exchange. It's always an exchange. So you are able to have this one-on-one exchange with the critter in question. At the same time, there's also a sense of agreements, decisions, goals, and plans. So you may have made an agreement with this creature, whether it's you, the creature you, or this other being, this outer being that is a fuzzy creature or a feathery creature or perhaps a scaly creature. So you will have you have this connection happening. This was an agreement between you. But also, really, Gabo one-on-one relationship, it's an exchange. So you have that going on. Like, return to that exchange. Have those exchanges. That's what's going to help as you tend your duties and responsibilities to this. What isn't going to help is we have Isa. Isa is the rune of ice. This is the standstill rune. You're worried about things not moving forward. You're worried about being coldly shut out communicatively. These are fears. And also just don't ignore things. It's like, don't ignore things. Just because you're the only one who knows doesn't mean you're wrong. Don't ignore things. Do that one-on-one connection, that one-on-one relationship, and have those exchanges. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is really, we have a new beginning. We have Berkana, which is the rune of the birch tree and birth. You're like birthing a new relationship by the end of the month, whether it's with a fuzzy critter on the outside or the fuzzy critter that is you on the inside. But it is upright. So you are forging a new relationship. It's a new birthing of a new relationship. Could be puppies or kittens or something, like not obviously with you, but it could be it could be like that going on. Like there could be, you've been in communication, and because of this successful communication, there has been a birth in some cases. Mostly I'm just seeing this as a new beginning for you and your relationship with either a pet that is a pet or your inner creature. So that is your reading, Aries, for February 2023. I wish you a lovely day or evening, and I wish you a lovely February. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Leo. So Leo, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck. We have best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. So you're going to have some good social time this month, whether it's in person or by other means of communication, phone, email, or online. What's this? Blank rune. Let's get some runes down and solidify this. Oh, very, very good. That's the second time in a row that I've seen Gabo in that spot, and it means pretty much the same thing, which is cool. So your central issue is this month blank runes. So you sort of have been feeling blank a bit, and this is why it's a really good idea for this to start taking place again. You're just feeling like there's something missing. Something is just not there that you want to be there, and I think it's this connection that you miss. So leading up to this, your life has been feeling really rich. You've had you feel really rich in life, not necessarily with money, but with just the richness in life. This is Fehu. It's the rune of wealth and worth. It's cattle. Cattle is the wealth that you tend. So as long as you take care of the cattle will be your richness. So whatever it is in your life that you have to take care of to make sure that your life stays rich, that's what you've been working on. But now you're in a situation where you still feel like something is missing. And I think this is basically it, the connection with true friends. So what's going to help you is make those connections. We have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. A gift is always an exchange in the ancient Norse. So you never gave a gift without getting one back. So it's an exchange. In interpersonal, one-on-one relationships, communication, agreements, decisions, goals, and plans, yes. But this definitely, considering this card and that you feel like you're missing something, definitely make those exchanges this month. Like have some exchanges with your true friends, and you will feel much, much better. What isn't going to help is just this feeling of, this has just been going on for a really long time. It's hard to be patient. We have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience and step-by-step things, slow growth, slow development, and it feels like it's been a really long time. Pick up the phone, send that email, make an arrangement, do something that's going to be where you can actually have a nice exchange with a really, really good friend. That's what's going to help you the most this month. And by the end of the month, you're really going to feel on top of things. You're going to feel, okay, now I have the missing piece. I can make what I need to do. I can do what I need to do to make my life the way that I like it to be, because I have found my missing piece of the puzzle, which is just having those nice connections with other people. It's not like you're not complete as you are, but you just felt like you're missing your friends, and goodness knows we miss our friends. So that, Leo, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius too. So let's see what card we have from the unicorns, the magical unicorns oracle deck. Happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. Yay, Sagittarius people. So we can look forward to something very good happening this month. That's a nice thing to know. Let's get some runes on this. Doody doody doo. Look, it's a 3 in a row. I've had Gabo, this reading, the reading before that, and the reading before that, and it's very cool. And I once again have Ingbaz in the end spot. So that's really neat. Anyway, our reading, your reading, Sagittarius. So for February, your central issue is going to be Manas. Manas is the rune of humanity and your part in it. So it's basically your note in the song. It's not like your place, but like your note in the song. That when you do what you do, you are adding to the whole of humanity's song in a way that only you can. Leading up to this, there have been some emergencies recently. There have been things you've had to basically drop everything and deal with. And now you're in a situation where you're thinking about your part in the world, your part in humanity, and you're sort of just like wondering about that, but also you're seeking to find your place, your part in the song, your note in the song. What is going to help you is we have Gabo. Gabo is the rune of the gift. A gift is always an exchange, so it's there may be one-on-one interactions going on that are going to help you this month. I just got caught on my ivy. You may have some one-on-one relationship type things happening this month. You may have some one-on-one connections, communications happening that are going to help you this month with this. As well, agreements, decisions, goals, and plans, which is something that Gabo is about. So make those agreements, make those decisions, set those goals, and have those plans, because that's going to sort of get you all set of what you want to be doing this month and what is going to help you find your way and really feel that you're in the right place, which you always are, but you're going to feel more in the right place. What isn't going to help is we have Ansu's reversed. Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation. Reversed, I'm going to read this a couple ways. One, don't not communicate. Not communicating is going to be a problem for you. So if you do that, if you just sort of stay like in your cave, then, or what is that? That's like a little, oh, it's a window that she's in her bedroom. Okay, anyway, in your cave, you're not going to get as satisfactory a result as you would if you actually made those connections that you are being suggested to make. You're not going to find, like, if she just kept the curtains drawn, she wouldn't see there was a unicorn outside. So pull the unicorn in, pull the curtains apart so you can see the unicorn is basically what this is saying. If you start to worry about that, you know, if you just sort of like shrink in and don't communicate, then you're going to miss the unicorn. So that won't be fun. It also is a thing where you're not as trusting. You're worried about, can I trust communication? That could drag you down as well. If that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to here. It's like, no, I'm going to make those connections. It's not like I'm making connections with random people. I'm making connections with people I care about, and there may be a happy surprise in store. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is you're going to feel much more on top of things. You're going to feel much more in control of what you can be in control of, and much more able to work with what you have. And you're going to feel your part much more keenly, because this is going to sort of set things, put things in a lot more clarity for you. So we have Ingvaz, which is Ing's rune. Ing is the rune of Frey. Frey is the fertility god. Ing's another name for Frey. So it has to do with active creation. So by the end of the month, you know, if you are a creator, you will be creating by the end of the month, which is very exciting. I know it is, because you will feel a lot more like, okay, you'll feel a lot more like yourself. You'll feel like you have made your agreements, decisions, and goals and plans. And you'll have a happy surprise that's going to sort of be that little spark that's going to help you get back to that. Otherwise, you're just going to feel more in control of making your life the way that you want your life to be. And that, Sagittarius, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. So Pisces, we're going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck, and we're going to go with Just Be Yourself. You are a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Yes. And look, bunnies. So just be yourself, Pisces. You are perfect as you are. You are whole and complete and perfect, and you are great. Enjoy being yourself. So let's get some runes down to clarify this. There we go. Oop. So your central issue this month is Ivaz. So Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree, and this has to do with patience and slow growth and slow development and step-by-step progress. So you feel like something has been going on for quite some time. You may be getting a little impatient with it. You may be worried about, you know, how long it's taking. Look at the long road. This actually totally fits with that. So it's a long road, and you're sort of maybe doubting yourself. Please don't doubt yourself. Just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. To reiterate the card. Leading up to this, you've sort of had a completion of a cycle. We have Yira, which is the rune of the year, technically, literally. It has to do with the harvest and also time. So you've just completed a season in your life. Something has been, you know, completed. You have had a completion. You've got a lot of fruits of your labors to show for it. Basically, you're at the end of this, so you're starting a new cycle at this point. And you're feeling a little impatient. You don't know how long this is going to take. What is going to help you is we have Ingvaz. Ingvaz is the rune of Ing. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god. And this has to do with active creation, working with what you have to control what you can. And this is basically what's going to help you the most. Like, even though it seems like a long road, you do still have things at your disposal to work with. And that's what you're going to do. And that's, the more you do that, and the more you can just enjoy the creativity of you, do that, because it's going to feel a lot better, and it's going to help you pass the time as you go down this long road that is your path. What isn't going to help is, just because it's a long path doesn't mean that you decide to stop. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. We have Rydho reversed. Rydho is the riding rune. It's the journey rune. It's reversed on the lower line. So it's basically just saying, like, don't stop. Just because it's a long road and you've just been through a whole cycle, keep moving forward and use what you have. Be creative. Create what you have, what you want to see around you. You can do that, and it will help you. You may not have control over everything, but that's okay, because you can control what you can. And what this is going to lead you to, I'm going to read a couple ways. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with chaos and things out of your control, and nature and weather and just things. It also has to do with your true nature. So first of all, I'm going to read this as a reiteration of that. It's like, once you are going on your path, you're going to be much more comfortable with who you are. Even if who you are is a hailstorm, you are comfortable with this because you know yourself. You are more comfortable with who you are in this, your true nature. The other thing that this is going to do is, by the end of the month, you're going to be more comfortable with things that are passing. Things that are chaotic, that are like storms, are weather, and weather never stays the same. So if you're in a hailstorm right now, just trust that it's going to pass. You have things to do on your path. So just keep doing that and keep being yourself, enjoy being yourself, and trust that the bad weather is going to pass. So that, Pisces, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely day or evening, and I wish you a lovely February. Take care till next time. Bye. Just 1 second. Hydration is important. Hello, Cancer people. So, Cancer people, I am going to start with a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and we have Love Heals Fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Oh, that's tricky, because from my experience, if you treat people who want to harm you with love and acceptance, they are still going to want to harm you, and you've just made it easier for them. But in situations where people are angry because they are afraid, it never is the wrong thing to be a calming influence on them. So definitely get out of the situation if you are dealing with being abused, and definitely get out of the situation if you are literally being bullied. But if you're dealing with somebody who you're getting like suddenly an anger that flares up, let's address the fear involved, and making somebody feel more safe and calm is always a good thing. And it's always a good thing no matter what. Like, just to have that presence of calmness is always a good thing in general. Even if it's just to lull them into a false sense of calm so you can get the heck out of there. So, so let's see what the runes have to add. Be careful out there, basically. Just be careful. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. There are people out there who will use your inherent kindness to give themselves a punching bag. So if you see that that's happening, just get the heck out. Don't love them. Like, keep loving them, but don't think that loving is going to heal them or stop them from abusing you, because that's a problem. So love everybody, but have boundaries. Okay, so your central issue this month is going to be Ingvaz. Ingvaz is Ing's rune. Ing is another name for Frey, and Frey is the fertility god. This has to do with active creation, but also just really, I mean, there's love there, and there's active love there. I'm also seeing active creation to work with what you have to control what you can. And if changing the vibe of the room into a more calm vibe is what you can do, then absolutely do that. So leading up, we have Tivaz. Tivaz is Tyr's rune, Tyr's the warrior god. And normally I read this as, you know, tending duties and responsibilities and riding forward, but I'm really seeing this as war. Like, you've been at odds with somebody has been making trouble and trying to like declare war where there is no war needed, or actually even going on. So right now you are controlling what you can, working with what you have to do so, and with as much love as possible. What is going to help you? We have the blank rune. This is the blank rune, right? Yes, the blank rune. So I'm going to read this a couple ways. One, be open. Keep your options open, like be open and sort of step back and sort of defocus and take in what's coming in, because you're going to need to read things very much more carefully than before. But also, this is an urging to connect with the divine, whatever the divine is for you. This could be higher self, this could be a deity, this could be nature, this could be the universe. But open up to that, because that's what's going to help you this month. Like, just to be open to what that might give you and connect with that, because once you get up to that level, it's all love. So it's like that high vibrational creation level of that. So just to connect with whatever the divine is for you, that's going to help you maintain this. What isn't going to help is this is pretty hot. Like, this is not hot in a good way. Like, it's a lot of heat. It's just, it's overwhelming. We have Sovilo, which is the sun. So it's just like this it's burning you, and it's like you're worried about it's burning you. It's also about energy levels. We have worries about your energy level through this. Once again, if this starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to where you're connecting to whatever the divine is for you, and that's going to help you overcome this. And what this is going to lead you to by the end of the month, you're going to be much more in connection with your own inner strength. You're going to be very aware of how strong you are inwardly. We have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. Reversed, it has to do with inner. So you're going to feel very much more aware of your own inner strength. As well, there may be a sense of something that was stubborn and stuck being unstuck and unblocked by the end of the month as well. So that, Cancer people, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a good luck with this, and I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, let's get a card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck. It's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. Yes, that is true. So let's throw down some runes to get some clarification on that. On your journey. I hear people next door and they're making a lot of noise. As usual. No, not as usual. They're actually pretty good most of the time, but every once in a while they'll just like scream like yahoos and like, okay. Okay. Our central issue is for February is Rydha. Rydha is the rune of riding. It's the rune of the journey. It's your life's journey. It's directed. So your question this month is really about, you know, the journey that you're on in life, your path. Leading up to this, we have been through a lot of emergencies recently. We have Nauthi's reversed. Nauthi's is the rune of need. It always means tend to your problems, like take care of these problems. You know, just like tend to your needs. But when it's reversed, it means drop everything and tend this need. So there has been at least one emergency very, very recently, and now you are resuming your journey. And you have this sort of question about, you know, I handled that a little bit differently from what I was being told to do it as, and it worked out anyway. Or just basically you're sort of wondering about that. You're wondering about your, you know, who you are and how you handle things. What is going to help you is we have Uruz. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health. A little bit of stubbornness, but in a good way, especially in this position. You're strong. You can stick to things. You can, you know, stick it out when you know that you're right, and you can just basically dig in your hoofs and your hooves, and be like, nope, you know what? I'm not moving. I know what needs to be done, and I am grounded and strong and healthy in this place. So that's really where you're at. You know, just remind yourself that as you move forward, resuming your journey, that you are very strong and very comfortable with that strength. And this is what gives you health. So that is what's going to help you. What isn't going to help you is you're a bit worried about things getting out of hand again, because they had, and that's why this emergency happened. So you just sort of have this in the back of your mind. That's sort of like a bit of shell shock about it. We have Kaunas, which is the rune of the torch or the fire. It's something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze. You're a bit worried about that. If that starts to be the case, just remind yourself that you stomped it out before and you can stomp it out again if it turns into a blaze. So just, you are grounded, you are strong, you are healthy because of that, and you are able to just dig in and just be the immovable object in any situation and basically defend. You can defend your family. You can defend what you care about. You just turn around with your horns and there you are. So that's what's going to help you as you resume your journey this month. And what you're going to be feeling like at the end of the month is quite nice. We have Fehu, which is the rune of wealth and worth. This doesn't necessarily mean money. This is basically cattle. So cattle is the wealth that you tend. So whatever it is that makes your life feel rich, as long as you're taking care of it, that's what you'll be doing by the end of the month. You're going to be very much on top of taking care of the things that keep your life feeling rich and worthy to you. And that, Scorpio, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, it is Ophiuchus time! Hello, Ophiuchus people and Ophiuchus Sneaky. In case you haven't heard me say this 1,000 times, I am also an Ophiuchus and a Sagittarius. I'm an Ophiuchus because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius in exactly the right place to be an Ophiuchus as well. That can happen. So, here we are, Ophiuchus people. Let's see what your reading is for February 2023. We'll start with a card from the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck. Decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. So, it's come down to it, Ophiuchuses. It's time to make that decision and make it clear. And that's a pretty unicorn anyway. Yes. Couldn't have been a better card if I'd picked it specifically. I mean, a better rune. It's the perfect rune for that. Okay, and finally, ooh, cool. So your central issue this month, Ophiuchus, is going to be Gabo, represented by Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. The gift is always an exchange. It's never just one way. Gift is an exchange, so there might be a one-on-one connection happening with another human, or what it usually is, which is agreements, decisions, goals, and plans. So this decisions is right in that list. It's clearly time to make a decision. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. So this month is going to be about that decision for you, Ophiuchus, in February 2023. Leading up to this and why you're thinking, okay, now it's time, I'm going to make this decision right now, this month, because you've just been through a heck of an emergency. There has been something that went down recently that you had to drop everything and deal with, and it wasn't enjoyable, and you're in a situation where you're like, okay, that's it, I'm making a decision about this. What is going to help you is pre-A, we have Avaz, which is the rune of the horse, and the horse has to do with movement and also spirit. So number one, it's reversed on the helping line. Don't be running around wearing yourself out. Like you know what's in front of you that you need to do. So try not to wear yourself out about it. Just basically keep your focus. Any running around you're going to do, let this be within. Do your running around internally, whether it's mental running around, working out the logic of your decision, or whether it's your inner spirit carrying you through your inner planes, your inner realms, to help you with this problem that you're dealing with and you need to make a decision about. What isn't going to help you is it feels overwhelming. You are still reeling from this emergency that you've just been through, and you still feel a little bit overwhelmed. We have Dagaz, which is the rune of the breaking of the day. You are feeling pressured as well, because you've decided you're going to make this decision like within this month or whenever, but generally it's like this feeling of pressure, is this feeling of like, I want to do this before this happens again. You're still feeling a bit overwhelmed. You're feeling like, man. And also this has illuminated everything, and you feel like you may even be seeing too much at the moment. If that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to here where you're not running around so much, you're not wearing yourself out, you're not spreading yourself too thin, you're focusing on this, and you're focusing on this by doing all of your running around internally, whether mentally or letting your spirit carry you internally through, whether it's dreams, journeys, just basically meditation, letting your spirit carry you forward through this decision-making process. And by the end of the month, you're going to be looking at something like a blank slate. We have the blank rune. It also is known as the weird, so it's the WYRD, which is the connections of all things. So even if you haven't made the decision yet by the end of the month, you will have a better sense of how things are connected and how things are all being in connection, and you may even be more in connection with what you consider to be the divine. Whatever the divine is for you, whether that is a deity or nature or your higher self, anything like the universe, whatever you consider to be the divine, you're going to get more in touch with through this process. And that, Ophiuchus people, is your reading for February 2023. I wish you a lovely February, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.